What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Yannis Pappas Hour. Today, you know what we're talking about, what's in the news. And what is in the news is just nothing. It just seems like bird watching. Seems like there's turtles being renamed. Ketamine is now FDA approved for treatment-resistant depression, which a lot of people on the left have today. So ketamine clinics are going to be really busy in certain cities, and I may get on it just to see what it feels like. I mean, ketamine's supposed to be nice. I mean, maybe Elon Musk might have skipped a treatment or taken an extra one. Who knows? But he did appear to give a Nazi salute. Now, let me ask you this. Out of context, someone sent you the video. It wasn't at an inauguration, and it was just him saying some elections are really important, some of them matter, and him just going, 10 out of 10 people would go, survey says, if this was on Family Feud, 10 out of 10 people would say Nazi salute. And if that came up as an no, nobody would go, Roman salute? Somalian civilization salute? Maybe it was, or someone, I don't think anyone would go, autism mishap? That would, But there we go. People are pulling up other signs of other people doing that. But when you watch the full motions of other people, it doesn't come across. See, like they probably caught her. Now they got Kamala Harris like this. And if you watch the video, she's probably going, thank you. She didn't go this way. When you come straight across from one side of the chest to the other, it appears to be a Nazi salute. Now, did he do it to troll? Is it a Nazi salute? Was it not a Nazi salute? We don't know. Is he a Nazi? Probably not, right? But again, I don't know. Maybe people are just taking elements of Nazi stuff, Like Kanye, I mean, he couldn't get into the club previously, but he's kind of in it somewhat. So is this maybe a no more Jews, America first, make it great again kind of thing? But also we're not going to put anyone in ovens, but I don't know. Or is it just my heart goes out? Which is what he said after he realized he made a mistake. I think. Or maybe not. He said my heart goes out after it. He first did the salute after saying some elections, this one was really, really important. And then he went, ugh. You can even hear him grunt. There's a grunt. He goes, ugh. The grunt is very funny. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about all of the executive orders. And we're going to talk about the Gulf of America. We're going to talk about everything that has been undone, which was previously done, and how nothing to fret about, okay? Nothing to fret about if you're on the left. We're going to see how this all plays out, but we're all in it together. We're all got a ticket on the Trump train, and you just got to make sure that you can show ID to ride on that train. And that's all I'm going to say, because that's the most important part, I think, of this presidency. Where is your birth certificate? This is the Honest Pappas Hour. We're going to try to make comedy out of this so everyone feels better, left and right, because we're all one unit of scum.
Yannis Pappas. Yeah. When you all tucked up in the baby long, and the news online going on and on, what's right and wrong, and it's something up. Now here comes a great kid you know you can trust. From the true who's who, to the news and cameras, to the fake politics and the propaganda. Get this kid screwed in, got a lot to say. Oh shit, it's about to be a long day. It's a long day.
Let's start with the Nazi salute, because I think that's the funnest news, and I think that stole the show. Did he do it to steal the show? I mean, how do you upstage Trump, which is what Elon Musk, in his ego of egos, he's really kind of made himself, I mean, you go, who's the vice president again? Oh, it's not Elon Musk? He's kind of made himself the star. He's front and center. I'll say that. He's all in this. He's all in this administration, all in the campaign efforts to get him elected. Has a major social media platform where he actively was trying to get Trump elected. And some of it worked to some extent. Let's hear the audio. I like hearing the grunt. Like, there's a grunt there.
Let's see if this video has it.
Now just keep playing it. All right. Okay. Okay. I know you don't think Elon Musk's a Nazi. I know I don't think Musk is a Nazi. I don't know the guy, but I hope he's not. I got stock. I got Tesla stock. But I want you to argue to me how that isn't a Nazi salute. I want to know how it wasn't. Was it a Roman salute?
Are you asking me?
Do we have any video of Romans saluting?
There you go.
There you go. On television, we got one.
Television.
Yeah, we got one.
This is from an HBO show.
Yeah, it's from an HBO, so we got one there. So his is more of like one like he went like that. Yeah. Now, okay, that's from TV.
Okay.
There's another statue where someone's doing this. Is that Julius Caesar doing this with his fingers? My heart goes out to you. This is how my heart would go, right? My heart goes out to you. But if I'm autistic, I might confuse the two.
Right.
But usually it's my heart goes out, like, you know? But he did a...
He didn't want to do the.
He didn't want to do this. My heart goes out to you. But how about this? How about that? Or how about just a flick of the wrist?
Yeah.
How about instead of a hard... I mean, this is exactly what it was.
Aggressive. It's an aggressive salute.
I'm going to do it for my heart, too. I'm going to do exactly what he did. No difference in the movement. Ready?
No, it's a little different.
Is it what? Pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up, and you tell me if that's different. Pull it up.
First of all, you have
objectively. You tell me how that.
See, he went across. You got to look at the degrees.
Yeah, he went,
right. He went at like across his body.
He went.
A Nazi salute is straight out.
No, it usually goes across.
Let's pull up a Nazi salute.
Pull up a Hitler. Pull up a side.
You can't go by Hitler salutes because he gave the laziest
sometimes
Nazi salutes.
Go a side by side because I think people have pulled up the side by side.
Okay, let's see.
This is what I'll say before you pull it up. He said Musk's response, is shows you how we're going to get some ridiculousness in this era as well. Because it's a vibe shift. Let's be honest, there's a vibe shift going on. And his response to the critique, I think, is ridiculous as well. I have to admit, where he goes, oh, they're up to their dirty tricks again. It's like, nah, dude. That was a Nazi salute. Even if you didn't mean it to be a Nazi salute and you're not a Nazi, that was a fucking Nazi salute or the most awkward my heart goes out to you I've ever fucking seen.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
I think he was overexcited and his ketamine drip didn't kick in and he just, it just came out.
Do it. Pull up side by side. Pull up a side by side Elon Musk Nazi.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Yeah, because they're just holding it up. And we'll see. We'll make a determination right now. We have to do this. It would be funny if like Nazis were like, yeah, no, that was a Nazi salute. Can we ask a Nazi? Go to Twitter. There's probably on Twitter.
Let's see it on Twitter, yeah.
Yeah, on Twitter you'll see a side by side. It's really all the rage. It's all the talk.
Oops.
Maybe it was planned before, like I'm going to do something. It's going to cause a lot of controversy, and then you can just push all your executive orders through, and everyone will be focusing on the Nazi salute. Because I think Trump pulled... Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, boy.
See, but there's a little straight
oh, boy.
Forward.
Oh, boy.
See?
Yeah, oh, boy. Oh, my God.
Now, who are these guys?
Yep, those are Nazis, cuz.
From Florida.
Yeah, oh, boy. Yeah, let's just see it again. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, there we go. But those are, she's talking and she's like this.
That's Hillary in a
You know,
Nazi
now
salute.
the gaslighting of the right begins.
Mm-hmm.
Defend at all costs. Can't we just admit that it was a Nazi salute, whether he intended it to be or not?
Right.
And that's why his response has me skeptical, because he's going, oh, they're up to their dirty tricks. They're not going to work anymore. It's like, dog, now you're gaslighting us because you did a Nazi salute.
So which he should have apologized.
He should have said, I know how it looks, but what I meant to do was hard out, but I am not a Nazi. Here I am. Took his penis out, showed that he was circumcised. He should people should remember that he went to Israel and he toured the babies or whatever. So I don't think he's a Nazi, but I don't know what this was, except I know it was a Nazi salute.
So you think it's a Freudian slip? In a
I
sense.
don't know what it is. I'm not fucking. Do I look like Carl Jung to you? I don't know. I know that Hillary Clinton has never done a Nazi salute, even though they're trying here. This is where the gaslighting starts. They're trying to make Kamala and, dude, if this is why I'm so upset about the internet, is like people put this up as like a defense. They find these freeze frames and it's like, dude, are people that stupid? If Hillary Clinton did this, it would have made news. If Kamala Harris put her hand in her heart and threw up one of those, you wouldn't need a still frame. You'd show the video and it would have already been talked about because it's a Nazi fucking salute. I know you're going to search for it, but Jesse, it's not there.
You don't have to convince me.
What are you doing for?
I'm looking to see if other politicians have done Nazi salutes.
Yeah, let's see. I watch just Hitler comes up. It would have been news. If Bill Clinton went like this input, look, if you put the shoe on the other foot, and Bill Clinton would have said, yes, he went, yes. And he goes, most elections don't matter, but this one really mattered. And then he went like this, and Bill Clinton went, don't you think it would have made news if Kamala Harris went, I am all for transgender rights? Now, in his defense, there are a couple of different types of Nazi salutes, right? I think you can do this one. I think you can do this one straight up.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this one also, let's analyze it. I think it's all about the angle. If you came out like this, is that enough? If he came low.
Too low? No.
If he came low. But if he comes up, and then he turned around, he gave another one, and he said, my heart goes out to you. I think at that point, in my opinion, he maybe realized that he had a Freudian slip or his true deep down feelings came across. I don't know. I don't want him. That one was another good one. Let's see that one.
Who is this? This is Laura Ingle?
Laura Ingle did one too. Look at that one.
Out straight. Ooh.
Yeah, and then, yeah. Oh, let me cover it up. Yeah. I mean,
she went from a Nazi salute to a queen wave.
Yeah, she kind of just, that one, I remember that one. It's just, I mean, let's not act like Nazis aren't in the ball game. I mean, they're in the ball game. They're out there. Is he one? I don't think so. Is Kanye one? I don't think he can be, but I think he wants to be one. At least he's on board with the Jewish part a little bit. I don't know. But also, my heart goes out to you doesn't usually come with a...
He was putting his heart out there. But look at his fingers. So watch the fingers.
Oh, yeah. So the thumb was down a little too far.
Because
yeah.
He's passing his heart to you.
Okay, I'll ask you another question. Because I know when we came in, you said, no, it's not Nazi. So I would ask you another question.
No, I didn't say that. I just said I don't believe he's a Nazi.
I don't believe he's a Nazi, but I don't know the guy.
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't know him.
I don't think he's
I know you're not a Nazi.
Yeah.
You don't know that I'm not.
That's true.
You don't know what I'm doing, my friend.
Yeah.
You don't know what my office at home looks like. You don't know what kind of newspaper clippings are up on the wall there.
That's true. I haven't investigated your man cave.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on. I could be planning something. I could be the head of the fucking Ooka Boys or whatever. It's always some boys. It's always a men's club that's up to no good. You ever notice that? It's always a men's club. That's why I'm worried about the ladies. Guys need ladies to fucking neuter them a little bit, to get their balls drained. Whenever you got an adult men's club going on and they're not playing poker, what's going on? Whenever you got a group of men, what are you doing? If you're adults, you know? If it's not a book club, which there are no men's book clubs, this is what women do. If it's not a golf group, what are guys congregating as adults for?
You go to Buffalo Wild Wings, you watch some football.
If it's a fantasy football league,
Yeah.
I'll give it a pass. But anything else is something bad is going on. When a bunch of guys got a group and just a bunch of guys with no women around,
Right. And
they're up to no good.
If there's no entertainment,
It's just up to no good.
if there's an agenda when you get there.
Yeah, I mean, how's that good? Adults need to be with ladies. There's your childhood, you're with your boys, and then you get older and there's got to be, if you hang out with other guys, it's got to be with your ladies, right? I don't just, I'm a comedian, so I see guys, there's coworkers, but, I don't just leave my family and go hang out with 20 guys, I'm not a part of any groups, men's groups. Okay, so here was my question. My question was this. This is my question. It's just going on repeat. If it wasn't Elon Musk, let me ask you this question. If it wasn't Elon Musk and it was Nick Fuentes who did that, would you say that was a Nazi salute?
Yeah, Nazi, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the actual salute was a Nazi salute. I just got you. I like stumping you. Like I did with the braces. I just stumped you.
But everything has to,
If Kanye did that, would you say that was not, oh my God, Kanye just Nazi saluted?
Right, because I don't think Nazis are subtle. Why be subtle at this point?
No,
If
but I'm
that's what you
just
believe.
saying, I'm talking just
If
about the
he's going to
salute.
go all the way with the salute, why not just say, yeah, this is what I believe.
I'm not saying Elon Musk is a Nazi.
Right.
I'm just saying the motion of the salute. If Kanye West did this, would you say that was a Nazi salute?
No.
If he did this?
Well, describe it for our listening audience.
Okay, I'm waving my hand. Okay, now if I did this one you're going to want to watch. This episode, just go to YouTube. If I did this, 3 pounds on the heart,
Yeah.
and then went like that.
Yeah.
Is that Nazi salute?
No.
3 pounds on the heart and hand up.
With
fist.
With a closed fist. No,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think you're...
How about 3 pounds on the heart, and I say my heart goes out to you, and I go like that.
Ooh, you're getting closer.
But it's
You're
still
getting
not,
closer.
right?
Why?
3
Because
pounds?
3 pounds on the heart?
3 pounds on the heart, and I go like that.
Well, the straight arm. Once you get the straight arm out,
Yeah.
that you're getting close.
But when you go like that. All right, what if I went like this?
With the left and the right? Yeah, no, that's totally acceptable.
Totally acceptable.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
now if I went like this.
I'll-
So what I'm trying to say is no matter which way you slice it, and the gaslighting has begun, and it's on. Look, this just lets you know that people are people. There are no heroes out there. Okay? People are people. No matter which way you slice it, that was a Nazi salute.
All right, well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you think he did it on purpose?
That I can't know.
Well, guess. You're guessing that it's a salute.
I don't know.
guess.
I don't think
Did
so.
you think he wanted to do a Nazi salute on national television?
Dude, I don't know what this guy's been going through lately, but he ain't the Elon Musk from 2016. So let's be honest about that. So I'm going to be cautious on saying intentions. All I know, the guy's been running wild.
I think his suit was made by Hugo Boss.
It's possible. That's what that would be. I don't know. He's been wild. He switched parties. He's radicalized. He admits that he's radicalized because his kid went trans.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, psyches are very complicated things. I don't know. He's got some serious daddy issues. Not so much mommy issues, I think. He's got some daddy issues. I think his dad was what you call a real piece of work. You ever see interviews with him where he's just putting his son down or whatever? He's like, fucking...
Didn't he own a diamond mine in South Africa?
He's just a
something
piece
like
of work.
that? Yeah, that takes a special type.
His dad was a piece of work. I mean, he's got a brother,
Oh, yeah.
He's got a brother who wears a cowboy hat a lot, and they're from South Africa. They live in the States. I don't know if they were Canadian at some point. I don't know what they are. But I just know that he's gone from absolute left-wing hero to right-wing hero pretty quickly. I know that he owns Tesla, and Trump just cut the Biden EV stuff, which isn't even good for him.
Oh, it's not?
Well, I guess because he was saying, right, Biden wanted a certain amount of EVs, and the executive order by Trump is rescinding that, revoking that. So you would think that, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. He bought X. He's okay, I'll put it to you this way. Anyone who's heavily tweeting politics on X, like heavily, all day, every day, would you worry about their mental health?
But it is his business. He owns X.
That's not
It's
the
good
question
for
I asked.
business.
I know you're playing devil's advocate. You got to answer my question. Anyone who's tweeting all day about politics on X,
Oh, yeah.
would you worry about their mental health?
Yeah, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Okay. So there's a little cause for me to go, I don't know what's going on through this guy's mind. He's definitely not in it for the money at this point because he doesn't care, right? He got to a point where he had so much money where he's gone like, I'm going to save the world. We're going to Mars. He may have a complex, like a megalomania, and the problem is with megalomania, with a guy who's going to be a trillionaire, you're like, kind of, it's going to be hard to talk him off the mountain. It's going to be hard to talk him down,
Yeah.
And maybe he is a savior. Maybe it's going to take that type of megalomaniac to get us to Mars before the nukes go off. I don't know. But me and you are not going to be on that first train. So I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know. He'll be on that train. Trump's not going to be on that train. Barron might. Melania might. And she'll be on Musk. There's no way she bangs Donald Trump. There's no way she bangs Donald Trump. She wore that hat so the kiss couldn't get to her face. There is no way that hot woman lets that fucking sloppy load of tard.
It was like a beekeeper's outfit.
I mean, yeah, she just wanted him. It was just like, you can't even get close to me. And it was a kiss on the cheek she didn't want. There's no way they still bang. I'm just being honest, and we all know it.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, so now look, Republicans are in power. So now they're going to be made fun of. That's how it goes. Look at that hat. She wore that hat for one reason, to keep Trump's lips off of her face. And that's just what it is. Guys, are you looking for a boost in the bedroom? Well, Hims is here to help you with personalized ED treatment options, and it's all online, which is great. When your car breaks down, you take it to a mechanic with no hesitation, right? You need it, and it's not something most guys can fix themselves. And men should think the exact same way about ED. But the reality is you might be hesitating to seek help. Thankfully, through Hims, you can get access to personalized ED treatments without stepping outside your door. Very convenient. If life is stressful and you have plenty to worry about without adding performance in the bedroom to your list, guys. Hims provides access to treatments that can help you stay hard and last longer, giving you that boost of confidence so you can be ready whenever the mood strikes. Hims is changing men's healthcare by providing you access to affordable sexual health treatments from the comfort of your couch. Hims provides access to a range of doctor-trusted ED treatments like chewable hard mints and Viagra and Cialis and their generics for up to 95% cheaper. This process is 100% online, so there's no need for uncomfortable doctor's visits. Just answer a series of questions on their site, and a medical provider will determine the right treatment option. If prescribed, your medication ships directly to you for free. No insurance is needed, and one low price covers everything from treatments to ongoing care. With hundreds of thousands of trusted subscribers, Hims can help you find the ED option that works for you. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/Yannis, YANNIS. That's HIMS.com/Yannis for your personalized ED treatment options. Hims.com/Yannis. The products mentioned are chewable compounded products which are not approved by or verified for safety or effectiveness by the FDA. Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan. Barron is an anchor baby. So she could stay, where's she from? Lithuania or whatever? I remember that was that whole fake resume that she was like an architect and everything. That was all bullshit too. Do you remember that?
No, I don't. She was like an FHM girl, right? Or something like that?
Yeah, I've seen her tits. Pull up her tits. Pull up her titties. Did Melania go to college and have an architect degree? Yeah, there's actually, her tits are out somewhere. Those are her tits.
Yeah.
Those are her tits. Okay, so she's from Slovenia. She enrolled in the University of whatever that word is, Faculty of Architecture, but did not complete her degree. Despite claims in her official biography stating she obtained a degree in design and architect, it has been confirmed that she left the university after her first year to pursue a modeling career. So maybe she got in. Maybe she's smart enough. There she is naked. She's a model. Looks like she was doing a little bit more of like Maxim modeling.
That's right.
Yeah, it was more like that.
We're not talking GQ.
No, she's got her hand over her bush here, and then you can see her titties.
Yeah, we're not talking Vogue.
Yeah. The left's gone easy on this because they're the left, and they're probably going like that's her prerogative. But if Michelle Obama was naked, first of all, they'd all be going like that's airbrushed, where's her cock? And secondly, they'd be all over this. They'd just be all over it.
Oh, yeah, I don't have a problem with this.
I think the right fight's a little dirtier than the left. And the left got it just got snarky. People just didn't like the snark. But overall, me and Jesse told you what it is, man. It's NAFTA, dude. Really? Doesn't it come down to NAFTA? Aren't that why people are pissed?
The hollow out middle class, the crumbling cities.
And isn't NAFTA to blame for that?
NAFTA. It was just globalization in general.
Yeah.
You know?
Good idea in some ways, bad idea in others. Wasn't great for the American worker, but it was great for the American capitalist.
And it was great for the middle class in China.
It was great for the middle class in China and great for our upper class in the United States. Great. If you own a company, if you're the owner of Nike, it was great. It was great. So that's really the Wizard of Oz behind the screen. But everyone's arguing about all this stuff, but that's really what it is. You know, and then you hear Trump going back and bringing back the middle class, but then you see he's up there with every tech fucking billionaire possible that are about to have free reign because he did an executive order that undid Biden's regulation on AI safety. So AI is about to run wild. He undid. Cuba's now a terrorist, back on the terrorist list. Cuba. So there you go. I think Bobby Kelly and Ari Shaffir should be arrested for going there on vacation. I don't know what that does. What does that do, putting them on the terror list? Cuba. He's also made the cartels. He's called them terrorist groups. Now, that's pretty accurate. That's where you'd want to stop the fentanyl from coming in. We're out of the WHO. We're out of the Paris Accords. The global corporate tax rate negotiation, we're out of that. Gulf of Mexico has already been renamed the Gulf of America. I don't know. Everyone's calling it that. And the Panama Canal is next. It's going to be a mixed bag of stuff that may all go good. Some of it may go good. And all of it may go bad, or some of it may go bad. I'm just staying super neutral on all this. Super neutral on all it. Do the Chinese run the Panama Canal? The Chinese do not run the Panama Canal. The canal is owned and operated by Panama Canal Authority, a Panamanian government agency under the terms established by the Carter Treaties. With Torrijos or something. The United States handed control over of the canal to Panama in December 31st, 1999. However, Chinese companies are involved in some operations related to the canal. For example, Hong Kong-based Hutchinson Wapapa operates container ports near the canal. Chinese shipping companies use the canal extensively for commerce. While these businesses' activities are significant, the management and operation of the Panama Canal itself remain firmly under Panamanian control. Not for long. I don't know if Panama's going to be able to put up a defense. It looks like we're taking the Panama Canal, and that may happen. But things have changed. It's a vibe shift. It's a total vibe shift. And I know a lot of people are worried. What can they not worry about? Is he going to undo Obamacare? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because he's got no plan for that. And it's pretty much a Republican idea.
Right.
So what's he going to do? He's probably going to leave that alone. He left it alone the first time. Abortion. That's a state's thing. That was a state's thing before he took office.
That pretty much happened already.
That pretty much happened already. So if you're in New Hampshire or you're in Massachusetts or you're in New York, you got nothing to worry about, right? You can still get an abortion legally here, right? Okay. So if you're in Mississippi and you need an abortion, order a pill or fucking leave. That's all I can say. But that hasn't changed. TikTok has to be sold. So that's not going to change. The Supreme Court upheld that. It was his appointees. What are other worries that the left might have that we want?
I don't know. Their stuff is big. Like
LGBTQ. He's not going to revoke gay marriage.
No.
Do you think? No.
Well, the trans thing, right? He's already.
So that he did.
Mm-hmm.
He said there's two genders.
Two genders.
Right. You know, that's all semantics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want to call yourself non-binary, you can still call yourself non-binary. There's no law against it.
I think
You just can't get on a soccer field if
Right.
you have the sex of a male.
you might have to have proper ID. So let's say you're trans
Oh,
and it has to be listed. Let's say you're very passable,
right.
but your ID might have to.
I
say-
don't agree with that.
Yeah.
If you're passable, you're a lady.
I'm fooled.
You know, he should have just stopped at the sport. That's all people really care about. That would have been a good compromise for both sides. Because that one is just hard. That's hard to objectively argue against, you know? People try to make arguments. I don't know why I don't hear my argument more, but I'm the only one. I've never heard anyone else say it. Have you ever heard anyone else say my argument?
Tell me.
The Odell Beckham Jr. one?
yeah, it's-
How come nobody just says that?
Brilliant. Yeah. That's the way it
Have
should
you
be.
heard it anywhere else?
No.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a very simple thing. It's a very simple thing. Nobody hates trans people playing sports. Evinced by my point that if a trans man, and I've said it many times, I'll just repeat it one more time. If a trans man could make the roster of the New York Giants, right? And cover Samuel or Odell Beckham Jr. is the example I always gave.
Yeah.
But who's another one? Give me.
Tackle Derrick Henry. I want to see a trans man return a punt.
Return a punt, or if a trans man can play corner on Odell Beckham Jr. and not have Odell Beckham Jr. beat him 100% of the time one-on-one, because he's going to beat him 100% of the time, then everyone would love that trans man. He would be a fucking star. They'd be like, this dude made the NFL. If a trans man ever made the NBA, he would be a fucking star. There's no controversy on the male sports side. If you're a trans female, if you're a female to male boxer, go have at it, dog.
I'm buying that
If
pay-per-view.
if you want to fight a man, especially at those small weights, it's very possible. Nobody cares. The issue is people don't viscerally like watching ladies compete against a guy who's got the anatomy at his birth of a male. And that's just what they don't like. Because my example goes further. It's very simple. Right now, any Division I, lowest Division I male basketball player could make a WNBA roster. Any 6'8" guy who can dunk, anyone who can dunk can make a WNBA roster. There's not one Division I female player who could play in the NBA. It just can't, right? All right, maybe, all right, and people go, well, what about, who can dunk? All right, maybe 12th person in the bench. No, not even, dog. When she gets pushed out of the block, I mean, what are we talking about? You know how many Division I basketball players that are men would be in front of her? So that's the controversy. You know, that's what it is. Now, in non-contact sports, it's fine. Pool, why not?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not white or black.
Darts.
Darts, they could compete. Golf,
No, they actually tried that.
they tried it.
Yeah, Annika Sorensen, I think her name
They
was.
just can't drive the ball as
She
far.
got smoked. Yeah.
Okay, so the women don't want it. So I don't know. Whatever seems sensible. I mean, fucking whatever's sensible. Chess, have at it. Why are there no female chess stars that compete with the men? I don't know. Maybe they do, and I just don't worry about it. Poker, have at it. Have at it. You know, but there's certain sports that are separated by sex because there's an unfair advantage based on the sex, not the gender. That's my point. So, but I do believe gender can be a spectrum. If somebody's fucking flamboyant and they want to say like girl, then fine. But like with the sports thing, I think that's where the majority of the population was against. So what else could they worry about? Because this is what we're doing. We're putting them at ease. Is trans going to be illegal? Probably not, right? Because Caitlyn Jenner voted for Trump.
Yeah, that's not going to be illegal.
It's not going to be illegal.
I think the
Gay marriage safe?
safe.
Okay.
Yeah, the big worry is he doesn't leave or he hands it off to his son.
Okay.
Right.
Now that's a legitimate worry.
The end of democracy, I've heard it called.
The end of democracy. Now, we don't know about that. I can't reassure you one way or the other.
We kind of do, though.
But I don't think the American people will stand for that.
Yeah.
Even people who support him will go, whoa, that's too far. You hope. I think so. It's happened before.
Would he run for a third term? Would he say?
Would he try to read?
Yeah.
I think he'd be too old at that point.
Yeah.
I don't even think anyone would vote
That
for
to
him.
me is more plausible than him giving it to Don Jr.
Right. But FDR did a third term, right? And then they changed the law back or
Right.
whatever.
We had it happen here in New York. Bloomberg took a third term.
Yeah. How did he do that?
He just said, I'm doing a third term.
He just
bended
did
the
it.
rule somehow.
Well, I think for president now, you'd have to undo a law.
Yeah.
So that's possible.
That is possible. But he will be very old.
He'll be very old, so it'll be tough to elect him. But I think J.D. Vance will be the guy next time. And we'll see what the Democrats do. Let's see what they've learned. But hopefully the institutions hold up. Abortion is back to a state's issue. That's just what it is. That hasn't changed the number of abortions. It just made whoever made that pill very rich. It's still going to happen. Prostitution will still happen. We'll see what happens with crime. We'll see what happens with Ukraine, Russia. Is anyone worried about that on the left? Is everyone worried about nuclear war? Is everyone just worried about Social Security? Is he taking it away?
No.
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 Jesse says no.
I doubt it. That's going to be
That would
really
be, the
tough.
boomers will really revolt.
Yeah.
Boomers are still here.
They're still here.
They won't have it.
And they came out for him.
Yeah. So he's not getting rid of Social Security. So what is there really to worry about if you're on the left?
It depends on how much of a bleeding heart you are. How do you feel about deportations?
Okay,
man?
well, there's nothing we're going to be able to do about that because the kid is just, if you're illegal, you're gone. If you're a baby born here, unfortunately, you're gone. So that, I understand, can get you distraught. And there's nothing we could do about that because that's just what he's doing. That's what the people voted for. If you were an Afghani refugee about to get on that plane was blocked. I think there was 1,600 that were about to come. It's just the faucet's been turned off for a little while for that. But that doesn't mean it's turned off forever if you're a bleeding heart. I'm just trying to give them solace. I want everyone to feel better, right? It's only 4 years. So the next guy, if he does a bad job, the next guy will come in and be left, and he'll turn the faucet back on, and you can have all the Afghani neighbors you want. It's not forever. You have to really narrow your scope of the things you care about, or else you'll go crazy, you know? It's like what it is. It's like you just have to... I would be more worried about China. I'd be more worried about this Ukraine-Russia war. We want an end to that. We don't like Russia in a war. We don't like that. We want that done. He may do that. He may go, hey, keep Donbass, but stop, and that's it. It's over. He just said Putin is ruining Russia because of this war, so he criticized them. We'll see. But the main worry you got to worry about is the CCP. That's the main worry. And that was a worry no matter who the administration is. So can we unite around that? But you know, the kid wants TikTok around, so I'm confused. I am confused. Do you think TikTok is a weapon of the CCP?
100%. Well, they use it. They gather our data. They manipulate us 100%. evidenced by they won't let it go.
Yeah.
Because they can make a lot of money if they sell it, but
Yeah.
it's too valuable to them.
Yeah, it's too valuable as an intelligence gathering operation.
And a manipulation tool.
Yeah, and I know it is because Joe Rogan never got that account for that reason. The kid just seems to know shit. I mean, he just left LA and he's talking about fires before the fire started. He was on the UFC before it became huge.
Yeah, he's clairvoyant.
He was fucking the first, on the podcast. I mean, the kid is just, you can never bet against fucking Joe Rogan. You just can't. So he never even downloaded the app. So he knows something. And it's pretty obvious what TikTok is. So I'm very interested in why Trump is, because he wants it sold.
Yeah.
He sees it as, but once the Chinese are out of it, it's just going to lose to Meta or whatever. Because they're not going to be able to do all those dirty tricks anymore.
I think he doesn't want to be the bad guy either because a lot of little Zoomers are going to be upset.
Yeah. One guy went and burned down a congressman's office.
He doesn't want to be the bad cop on that one.
People are a little upset. It's been a little wonky since 2020. Things have been a little wonky. But we'll see what happens after Doge does its thing. The Doge. After Doge does its thing, we're going to see what happens. It's going to be a vibe shift. You know how the 70s turned into 80s? So what I'm saying is get your hairspray, get your thin tie, get your synthesizer. It's a vibe shift. Bell bottoms are out. Ripped jeans are in. Thrift store shopping is in. The 70s are here, man. And we're going to find out whether they're cool or not. But it's disco, and it ain't no more free love. It's a capitalist orgy. Clubs are open, and they're collecting at the door. No more comps. There's a cover charge. Want to give a shout out, as always, to forthefree.art. Thank you for sponsoring this shout out. We want to give people the option to go to your website and check out bands in Hawaii and shows and artists in Hawaii. NateLinder.com, the best social media manager on the planet. He will help you monetize. Ranked #1 on Google. He'll do digital advertising for you. He's been crushing it with e-commerce, B2B companies, and construction companies across the globe. He works with PCB Tech Art. He's worked with me. NateLinder.com. DisplayPros.net. Custom trade show booth, retail fixture, and promotional items. If you need that, you hit up DisplayPros.net. Tell them I sent you for 10% off your first purchase. Rebels-Raiders.com. Little production delay still going, but you can get your GOAT t-shirts. And the t-shirts go to charity Animal Rescue. They're cool shirts. Check out the site, Rebels-Raiders.com. Also, Suds Auto Spa in Bridgeville, south of Pittsburgh. They will travel. They'll clean your car out and crack it open and crack it open and clean it out. Call them up, 421-564-5033 or info@sudsautospa.com on the gram suds_auto_spa. And they will give you paint protection, film, storage solutions, car capsule units, keep your car dust-free, safe from impacts, mildew, all that stuff. Check them out. They will travel, but they're in the Pittsburgh area. PCB Tech Art. All right, listen up. Before we say goodbye, let me plug PCB Tech Art. They've got the Power Nest, because your phone shouldn't play hide and seek with your car's charger. And this Power Sphere, because who says your car can't smell like a beautiful thing? Visit PCB Tech Art, and when you check out, slap in the code Yannis10 for 10% off your discount. That's Yannis10 as the code. Go check out the site. Very cool. PCBTechArt.com.